Welcome to Just Minding My Business Radio, where we are moving at the speed of God, learning what we didn't know we didn't know. I'm your host, Ida Crawford.
And I'm your co-host, Ruth Haskins.
So grab a pen and paper and get ready for information that you can use.
Welcome to Just Minding My Business. I hope you had an awesome day. Coming to the mic today is Angelic Marnier, who is the founder of Corporate Countdown, which is a web-based coaching system that helps women transition out of the 9-to-5 jobs and into careers that excite them. Wow, I am happy. Oh man, this is going to be a good one.
Oh, good.
Welcome, because everybody wants to get out of the 9-to-5.
Yes. That's
that
the whole
is the
thing.
objective.
You're exactly right.
Sure.
Yes.
So, how did you get on this road?
Like most women, I graduated college. I went to UCLA, and I totally thought that once I got out of college, I was going to make six figures, get a good job. I'll make six figures. And lo and behold, I made $28,000. I mean, it was dismal money, and I was like, wow, I did all this educating. I tried so hard, and then it was just kind of, like it was dismal. I felt, dejected. And so then I figured my way out, climbed up as best I could in corporate America, but still I wasn't making any money. And I had these big dreams, like, I'm going to own a home, and I'm, going to live by the beach. And none of that was really happening for me in corporate America. And then on top of that, as I talked to my friends, family, and all of my coworkers, we all wanted out. None of us wanted to stay in our corporate job. So I was always trying to figure out how to get out, really. I tried MLMs, trying a multi-level network. I tried my best at that. I wasn't successful. I tried to create apps, do t-shirts. I did all kinds of stuff to try to get out of the 9-to-5. Nothing worked until I found online income. Online income was something I could actually do. Like, I could actually pour myself into it, and it actually equated into dollars. And so that's really how Corporate Countdown came to be.
Oh, wow. I love it. I love the name. Corporate Countdown. I love the name.
Thank you.
So what does that, how do you help women to move through that process?
Right. So what I found is I do see that a lot of people in the online space, they're all talking about the same thing. We'll help you get out of your 9-to-5. But I just wanted one thing that people could do just so I could concentrate on that stream of income. So I just decided to do something that was easy to me that I started generating income at was online courses. The greatest thing about that is, one, you can take whatever you're doing right now in corporate America and translate that easily into an online course. So if you're in HR and you're great at team building, you can create a course about that. If you're in accounting, if you're in IT, just create a course about that. Or if you really hate your job, which a lot of people do, and they don't even want to continue with what they're doing, what's your passion? Like, what's some, you like, do you have a special needs child right now, but you're showing them how to flourish? Or, do you have a food truck and you're learning how to do cake? Like, what are you doing that really is passionate? Show somebody else the steps you took. Help them shortcut. It took me forever to get out of corporate America. So if I can help somebody shortcut by showing them, hey, just create an online course. Here's a way that you can do it. I will show you step by step how to do this. And then I just impart upon other people to do the same thing. Show them how you became a DJ. If you DJ in your spare time, how did you start doing that? Or how did you start this daycare? You're great now. You have a daycare now. How did you start? That's pretty much what. So I help people create courses about whatever they're passionate about, whatever they're doing in their spare time. We turn that into a stream of income that can actually replace the salary you're making at your 9-to-5 now.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
And I like it.
There are a lot of people who, when they hear this, who are going to be smiling. They're going to be like, "Ooh,
yes,
okay."
I'm smiling.
Most people want out of their 9-to-5s. It's not like 30 or 40 years ago where that was actually the thing to have.
Yes.
Everybody was rushing towards getting these corporate jobs and being part of corporate America. Now people just want their own thing and they want to be happy. They want to make money and they want to be happy.
You're so right. And the online space allows for that. So the barrier to entry is really low. You just need to have a cell phone and a laptop and you're in business now. Whether you do an online course or you do whatever, you can do drop shipping, you can do one-on-one coaching. There's so much you can do in the online space and you can do it right now. So you don't have to have a lot of money. Before, when you were like going to start a franchise, you needed hundreds of thousands of dollars. You don't need that. So that's why I'm like, the barrier to entry, you don't have to go back to school. No, you don't have to go back to school. It's whatever you're already been good at. I don't need to go back and learn logic. If I can show you how I got out of my 9 to 5 through creating courses, no one ever asked me, well, did you get a degree in that? They never asked because all they care about is the result. Can you get me out of my 9 to 5? I don't care. I don't care what. I don't care. I do not care if you have a degree or not. If you can sign me up. So you see, so it's a lot easier than people think. And I think if we could just tell people, because when I was in corporate America, I knew nothing about the online space. So I think it's unfair that we, women of color, women in general, don't know about this. Because if we knew more about it, we would be willing to create courses. We would get out there and do our best to show our passion. So it's up to me and you and everybody else to show other people, like, this is a path and you can actually get out of your 9 to 5 doing it.
Yes. Yes, I agree. And I mean, everything sounds like zip, 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 but we all know it ain't zip, zip. Okay. So let's talk about a little bit about the strategies that you use in order to support women to cut that 9 to 5.
Right. So no, it's not as easy. It's not easy, but it's simple. And so let me kind of explain that. So it's not easy. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and be a millionaire, but the steps are simple. Like I said, you just take whatever it is you are good at and break that down into chunks that people can actually digest. So I make like little 5-minute videos. Like, okay, your first step, create your topic. Let's work on creating your topic. Let's first figure out what do people come to for you to advice. What do they come for advice from for you? What are you good at now? What is your job right now? And if nothing else, I tell people, hey, if you can't think of, if you're not good at anything, you don't give advice on anything, and you don't have a job, then okay, figure out what you can do in health, wealth, or love. Those will always sell. So that's all you do. So you just take people step by step. Then you tell them, okay, we've got your topic. Now, who's your audience? It can't be just women. It can't be, no, it has to be women of color, women between 25 and 35, women who live in urban areas, pregnant women, or it has to be dads, or, like I said, dads who have children who have special needs. Like, who's your tribe? Who's the person looking right now on Google, looking for you but can't find you? So those are the steps. Like, okay, next thing we put it all together. What's the goal of your course? They start here, and then where do they end up? And that's just pretty much what I show people step by step by step, how to create a course. It doesn't take that much time, and you can actually continue on at your 9 to 5. So we don't tell anybody to quit their job. Do not do that, because you're not going to blame me. No, we're not going to let you. You're going to actually create this course on your weekends and on your evenings. And then once it's selling in the online space and you're making consistent figures for maybe 6 to 7 months, you're making $5,000, $6,000 in your spare time, then you can decide it's time to quit. And then again, I'm still coddling you the whole way to show you, okay, this is when you should take that step. So you're right. It's not easy, but it's simple. It's just steps. It's just really telling the world how you got to where you're at right now.
Yes. And experience is the best teacher. We all know. I mean, you go to college and you go to college, like I'm an IT professional.
You are? Okay.
Yes. So it's like the stuff that I learned in the books, some of it applies, but most of the time I have to think outside the box.
Right.
Because even though I work on computers, I'm interacting with people.
Right.
So they know nothing about bytes and bits and gigabits. I start talking like that, and it's like walk to them.
Yeah.
So I have to be able to translate the technical terms into layman terms so that people can understand it.
Yeah. That's a job. I mean, that's a course right there. You got a course right there. You can that would be your course, because when you say gigawatt, I don't even care to understand it.
And most people don't.
Exactly.
That's like quick.
But there are some people who really want to know that stuff.
Right. And now, today, most of what I focus on in the IT world is cybersecurity and protecting yourself online, the things that you can do, but that has to be brought in layman terms, because people are not going to understand all the jargon that the tech people talk.
Right.
So it's like, okay, and I have to do this every day.
Every day, yeah. I mean, that's a talent though that the rest of us do not have. I mean, honestly, whenever tech people, when I was in corporate America, I just do what you do, like, because I don't understand it. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Just help. And that's the thing. There's a need though. There's a need, a direct need for that. So whatever the need is, that's the whole thing with courses or anything else. You figure out what is the need, and then you give them whatever the solution is. Figure out what they want and give it to them. That's just basics. And I love it. That's why I say it's pretty simple. Just when I was in corporate America, I wish there was something, but I didn't know how to come up with something. But once I figured it out, I'm like, okay, this is the need. People want to get out of their 9 to 5. What's one vehicle? What's one thing I can show them? I don't want to show them how to start a franchise or how to start a big business or a brick and mortar. What's something I can actually do, and I can actually show them how to create online courses, which is fun to me. I actually really, really enjoy it.
Yes, and you seem like you got me all pumped up.
Yeah. I mean, you probably have a million talents that you can create a course about, which is. I mean, it's just bananas to me that, again, that a lot of people, I didn't know about it, and when I talk to other people, they're like, "What's an online course?" It's amazing to me, but other people are like, "Oh yeah, an online course," but I didn't know. I never even thought about it. It wasn't even on my radar. Like, there's this whole internet that I'm on every day, but never thought to sell something on it. That's on me. I should have done a better job, but again, I was just so corporate. But once I took the blinders off, there's a whole world out here that I was not looking at because I was inside of a cubicle every day. You're inside those 4 walls every day at your computer, checking your email and trying to, put out fires, and you're not even looking up. And you look up and it's, 7, 10, 20 years later, and you're still at your corporate job wishing that you would have done something different.
Yes, absolutely. Now, one of the things you said was you didn't see it at first. So there's many, many people in the corporate world, number one, that are afraid. Number two, they feel like they can't do it.
Right.
So first, it sounds like you need to work with your mindset.
Mindset for sure. That is number one. Because when it first was presented to me, I was like, I can't do that. I mean, what would I create? First, most people tell me I don't have time. That's the first thing. I don't have time to do that. But you have time to go to an 8-hour job every day. You make time to do that, and you make time to work for somebody else's dream.
Right.
So I have to push people that you make time for that. So why not create 2 or 3 hours somewhere where you create your own lane of income? So that's the first one people don't. But the second one or even the first one, people are truly afraid because the fear is what? The fear is I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna lose all my money, I'm gonna be homeless, and I'm gonna die. Like that's everybody.
Yes. That's it. That's it exactly.
I'm gonna lose all my money, I'm gonna crash and burn. And, like, whoa, that's not gonna happen because, like I said, you're gonna keep this job. We are going to get proof of concept. We're going to make sure you have been making consistent money part-time at this creating courses before you even think about quitting your job. So that's why I'm able to kind of allay that fear. Like, hey, you're not going to be broke. None of that's going to happen. This is not going to happen. And the other thing we always want to remember is, okay, so you're really going to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life? That's a hard pill. That was hard for me to swallow. Like, gosh, I'll be that one retiring from here. Like, I didn't want to do that. So that fear, that was my bigger fear. I have to say, I was more scared of looking up 20, 30 years from my job versus not even try to create an online course that I can do in my spare time that doesn't cost a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're kicking yourself.
We're going to lay that fear.
Yes, because I can already see, a lot of people are afraid. I mean, I work with people and I try to talk to them about, oh, maybe you should do that. Oh, I can't do that. That's the first response.
Yeah.
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 And I hate that word, actually.
Yeah. Whether you believe you can or you can't, you're correct.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, whichever one you decide on is correct. But at least with the fear thing, I can at least kind of allay their fears like, hey, one, I'll work with you every step of the way. So you got me. And then second, I've been where you're at. I know what it's like to think you're going to fail. That was the first thing in my mind, too. This could possibly not work. Okay. But at least I would have been able to say I tried it.
Yes.
That was my whole thing. Like, I just didn't want to ever say, gosh, look at all these other people doing online courses, and I could have tried that 15 years ago, and I never tried. That's a bigger fear to me than that. But again, we're able to lay the fears. You're going to start making money first. And yeah, but that you're totally correct. That is a big fear, but that's with entrepreneurship, period. If you're coming out of a 9-to-5 to go into anything entrepreneurial, there is a big fear.
Yes. Yes, and you definitely had, I call the job my sponsors.
I like that.
Because, I mean, I still need their money.
Yes.
To do what I'm trying to do. So they're my sponsors. And when you look at it, you got to give it another name.
Yeah, I like that.
That works for you.
Yeah, they're funding your project.
Right. That's what they're doing.
They're funding your project. They're your scholarship.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So there's nothing wrong. I mean, I still just full disclosure. I mean, I want to get to a point where I only do online courses, but I still do real estate. So I've done real estate for a while. So I still have my, I still have my obligations too. So I still have to allocate time to do my courses and still do real estate. And so my whole premise, but my whole goal is, of course, to be where real estate I can just invest in on the, and that my online courses will be funding that investment.
Oh, okay.
That's
So I always like to disclose that because I don't want people ever like, oh, you're not making all your money. That is correct. At this time, I'm not making all of my money from online courses, but I can assure you it is a healthy income from online courses because you can charge $2,500, you can charge $500, you can charge $10,000. It's totally up to you. And then if you can get, let's just say you charge $1,000. Bottom line, if you can get 10 people out of the billions of people who are on Facebook to buy your course, if you get 10 people a month, that's $10,000. You are now on your road to 6 figures. And if you have a good course, which you will, we'll make sure you have a good course, you're going to make $10,000. I mean, there's no reason why you wouldn't. You can find 10 people who need whatever your service is.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's baby steps. That's baby steps.
Yeah. But there's a lot of money to be made online. Like I was just on the phone with a lady and she charges $25,000. Wow. She just needs 4 people a year. That's it. Yeah. So hers is really in depth and she's been doing it a long time, but $25,000. Another lady I was just on a call with and she charges $10,000 for her course. And she's getting she's been doing it for a while, but she's getting about 10 people every month. She's making $100,000 a month.
Wow.
How about that?
Yes. Wow. That's amazing.
Right?
And it's been there all the time. Like you said, we're all sitting in this little box.
Right.
Wherever that box happens to be.
Wherever
and we never stop to think. We're on that computer every single day, just about. And it's really, and there's so much nonsense out there. So I think some of us also back up and say, well, this rest of it can't be real. So we never really stop and think, well, maybe there's something to this.
Yeah.
And that's what you just brought to the table, is that, yes, there's this online space. And within this online space, you can do something that will really bring you money because you have control of it. It's not like somebody else telling you that, I get these crazy calls, these robocalls. Do you want to make $15,000 in 10 days? And then it's just crazy. I just hang up and say, okay, whatever.
Right.
but this is valid. This I can see. I can see that.
I'm
And
glad
there's
you
so
can see
many
it.
people who have fabulous experience
Yeah.
Yeah.
that, again, needs to be shared. And people are looking for that. And some of the people, when you really look at it, oh, Angelique, I just thought about it. Some of the people who are really very popular on the internet, basically that's what they've done. They've taken their expertise and created online courses.
Right.
That's really what they've done.
Yep.
And then sometimes they move from the online courses in this online space, and then they take it out into the real world.
Yes.
And they have these phenomenal 20,000 people events.
Yes.
You're giving people a lot to think about.
The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. This is like the easiest way to get in is to create courses because it doesn't cost a lot of money. But I mean, you can get on stages, like you said. You can write books from this. You can. I mean, the sky is the limit. But this could be your beginnings of it. And again, it just takes a cell phone and a laptop. So it's a great point to your point. I mean, the sky is the limit. You can really continue to scale up based on having just one course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm like, my mind is ticking over here.
I know
I'm sure it is.
I love when that happens because some people, they just run with it like, I can do this or I can do that, or I can do that. And I'm like, oh, yay. And then some people, and there's nothing wrong with this, some people I talk to and they're like, I still don't know. I don't have anything. And that's okay too, because I can help you even if you're like, I'm just not, I'm not passionate about anything. I do meet a lot of people like that. And like I always tell them, figure out something in health. People always are trying to live younger. They're trying to get rid of, diabetes, hypertension. They're trying to lose weight. You can always do something in health. Wealth, everybody's trying to make more money, save more money, get out, retire early, real estate, stocks and bonds, you do something in that, or love. Everybody's trying to get in a relationship or get out of one. You can always, that's something, it will always be there. So just figure out. So if there's nothing you feel that you're good at, and I challenge people on that too. Like, I know there's something you're good at. But yeah, you can always do health, wealth, or love. Those are always going to be great online courses, and you can just use whatever your experience is. Maybe you were in a divorce, traumatic divorce, and you didn't think you were going to make it, and now you've made it, and you're in a better relationship. Tell somebody else, because there's somebody at home depressed and in her closet crying right now, trying to figure out how she's going to get out of this divorce, and you've already done it. Help her. Why wouldn't you help her? She deserves you to. You owe her. You owe her. And that's just taking your life experience. That's all you're doing. If you're a pastor and you've been able to, create these big, show somebody else who's a new fledgling pastor over the steps, shortcut that other person's success. You owe him. You owe her.
Yeah.
And these are just step-by-step things that you can show people, and it's easy for you right now. So make it easy for somebody else too.
And I like that. I like that perspective.
Yeah.
And that's giving back.
Yeah. And why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't I help somebody who's, some 20-year-old administrative assistant hating her job? Why wouldn't I help her so she's not end up in a job forever and ever and ever, circling, trying to figure, no, hey, let me help you. Let me show you how to get out of corporate America in your 20s. I wish somebody would have picked me up and said, in your 20s, don't even go down this path. It's nothing good for you here. You're not, this isn't the way. Nobody told me that. Like you said, even my mom and everybody else, to get a corporate job, that's what I was told to. I was supposed to do.
And that's for most of us. Was graduate from college and get a job.
And get a job.
Just over broke. And that's the reality. Just over broke.
I never heard that one before. That's a good one. Yeah.
That is exactly what it is, because you always living from paycheck to paycheck.
Yep. And even when you get a raise, like so many women I talk to, because I talk to a lot of women who are trying to get out of their 9 to 5, they're like, I just got a raise and I barely even see it on my paycheck.
Right. Exactly. It ain't even a Happy Meal.
No, it's nothing.
That's sad that you got a raise and it barely amounts to anything on your paycheck, or they're scared. They feel like they should be promoted and nobody's promoting them, and they're scared to ask for the promotion.
Yes.
You gotta get out of there, because if you're scared to ask, promote yourself. Be your own 401k. Be your own boss. Promote yourself every 6 months. That's what you can do as an entrepreneur. That's what you can do with your course or anything else. promote yourself every 6 months. Then you don't have to wait for your boss to give you that raise.
Right.
Oh.
And wow, this has been
Yeah, no, this is awesome. I'm just excited about it. I'm excited about the things that you're saying.
I'm very excited about this because you just make it seem like I can do this.
You can do this. No, and honestly, if you got, we can have a course, we can do a course, whatever you want to do. I really want to take those blinders off because I never heard of online courses before. I just never, and I probably took some, but I never thought that I could be the one teaching a course because it seemed like it was something, that other people, experts.
Yes,
it seemed like something that experts did, and I wasn't like an expert, but we are experts. Like you said, experience is the best teacher. Yes,
and you're going to get the true grit of it from the experience application.
Yeah.
Not the watered down that the colleges and schools give you.
Yeah, not the logic. Yeah. The logic is not, right. You can't apply the logic.
No, you can't. Because it's so funny you say that because I fought to finish college and I'm no better for it. In terms of money.
Well, that's what so many people have found. And that's the hurtful part. You work so hard and you struggle. And sometimes you're working and going to college, and then you turn around in 10 or 20 years or 30 years or 40 years and you're going, and what have I really accomplished? I mean, I've built someone else's dream, which is something that you mentioned earlier.
Right.
But what have I accomplished for myself? And what I wanted to say is that this is a powerful information for everyone in our listening audience.
Good.
And because many in our listening audience are going to be young, and they're still impressed by, all the glory that they think they're going to get, that's fine. But there's also those people who have reached retirement, entered into retirement, who are going to hear this. And they're going to stop and think, why am I living in enforced poverty?
Right.
When I have done this in my life, I do have a cell phone and a laptop.
Yep.
What can I create for myself?
Yeah.
This is it.
This is awesome.
This is it.
You have brought something to the table that is just immensely valuable.
Good.
Very
I'm glad
exciting.
to hear that. And even if you are retired, like we're all in different places, right? So the great thing about an online course is you create the course. You put it into a teachable or any software, and it's housed there. And then you can tell people about it, and they click a button. They can be in Ohio, they can be in Mississippi, they can be in New York, in Louisiana. It doesn't matter, and I don't have to be there. So all the while, it's infinity. It sells itself. I don't have to be there. I create it one time, and then it sells everywhere. And the beauty of the internet is that I can just talk to people. Hey, you know what? Go check out, click this link. It'll tell you all about how to create a course. You guys can do the same thing. And we don't have to be there. So you're making money on automation without having to be there. And that's a great tool to have, especially if you're retired.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome.
I like that. So how do people get in touch with you?
Okay. Love that question, right? So I am on Facebook. And you can just look for me in Corporate Countdown. So just regular Corporate Countdown. And then on Instagram, I am corporate_countdown. So you can message me, DM me, whatever you like. And again, I will help you out in the best way I can. I do sell my course. And then I also help people one-on-one if they want to do that. So I have 2 ways to work with me.
Okay, because I'm excited. I mean, just you make people excited about it.
I like that though.
A lot of wonderful energy.
Yes, it does. You got great energy.
Oh yeah.
Great energy. I'm like feeling it all the way over here.
Oh, good vibe, good vibe. Well, no, this is fun to me, and I just like that you guys are excited too, because I would feed off of your energy. If you were like, oh, okay, so online courses, good deal. Okay, so anyway, then my demeanor would be reflect yours, like, oh, okay. But you guys have energy, I have energy, because again, I just feel like we can let more people know that this is available to them.
Yes,
absolutely. Oh my.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I know
a world of possibilities.
Yes, because Ruth already has a online already ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do something. Yes, Oh, whole platform. Yeah, I would love to do this. How did you know I was thinking about that?
I saw it in your face.
Like, woo, the wheels are turning.
So,
Yes.
how long is your class? How long is your course? Is it
So
like
my course is 12 modules. So you can that's the beauty of online courses. You can go as fast as you want, as slow as you want. If you have kids and you need to stop something or pause it at some point, you can. You can rewind. So that's the great thing about online courses. You can go at your exact best speed. What I encourage people to do is take one module a week. That way you can finish it up in 12 weeks. So it'll take you about 3 months or so, which is a good amount of time. But some people rush through it. That's fine too. Other people, they have to go slower. But as long as you're doing it, and again, you have access to me in I have a Facebook group, Corporate Countdown. You can ping me anytime with questions or message me, and I can. If you get stuck, please, if you get stuck and you take my course, you better reach out to me because I'm going to help you get unstuck. Okay. I'm going to help you. That's the whole thing. Like, I've been where you're at. I've been where I had to create a course, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So I know the questions that you're going to have. And I can help you through it. We can massage it. We can figure it out, and then you can be on your way. And then you just ping me again and say, "Hey, Angelique, I'm having trouble with this," or "My topic seems too broad. Okay, we need to niche it down." Or "My audience is just women. Okay, well, let's try to figure out which women we can get because we can't go after every single woman in America or the world. Think about Amazon. They start off with just books, just books. So we had to take a page out. Now they're everything to everybody. They started by just carving out one lane. And so that's what I encourage people to do. Just carve out, like for me, I just want corporate women. That's it. I don't, anybody else, if you're self-employed, you're already doing it. Nope, I only want corporate women because they're the people I can speak directly to because I am them. I know what it's like to be in a cubicle. I know what it's like to have a boss. I know what it's like to fight traffic. I know you. I breathe you. I get you. I can speak to you and I can help you.
Yes. Ooh. Wow, you are a powerhouse.
Yeah, you fought your way out. You finally figured out, I don't have to live in this cubicle.
Finally.
And then you pull down the walls one at a time and stepped on out there. And now you have something awesome that, like you said, you live it, you breathe it, you've been it, so you can actually bring it to other people and give them hope. Because I think for most people, I don't think I know anyone who loves going to their 9-to-5 job. I don't think there is a person on the face of the earth, I'll just say in the United States, who loves going to their 9-to-5 job, especially in corporate America, because it is so confining. Now, if you have a 9-to-5 that's creative, you might have more joy in that. But the regular 9-to-5 in corporate America is a grind.
And it's not just the work, it's the people sometimes deal with. The politics.
It's a lot. It's everything. And so just imagine removing that and you waking up each morning and you're like, oh, I'm going to work on my course today. Or, hey, you know what? I'm passionate about this. Let me put one module together today. Like, imagine that as being your life. It's a much more freeing life where you just need it's just your laptop. It's you and your free ideas. It's you getting on Facebook or whatever and telling people about your particular service, or you helping somebody every single day. It's a much more relaxed environment mentally when that's all you have to think about. You don't have to think about the 100 fire drills I got to put out, and my boss is going to micromanage me, and my coworkers that I don't like, and I can't go to my doctor's appointment because I got to ask, and I have a dental appointment, but I got to cancel that. It's corporate America is no joke. It's an entity of its own, and we've accepted it, so it's okay. But really, once you get free, once you don't have to be somewhere every day at 9 to 5, you can take your kids to the recital at 12 o'clock, or you can go to the PTA meeting. Like, these are things you can't do as a mother, but and you have the mommy guilt because you're pouring your life into this 9 to 5. But imagine, no, I actually create my own environment. I create my own hours. I work from my own kitchen table every day. It's much more freeing, and we deserve that. That's what I'm getting at, is that why not me?
Right.
Why not you?
Yes.
That's right.
Oh, awesome.
Very,
very nice.
It's very nice. I am just so happy that you came on this show because you are burst of sunshine, number one.
Yes.
And Number two, everything you're saying, we know our listeners will be feeling it. We know it. There's so many 9-to-5ers that's sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yep.
Yes.
And they are so ready to cut the chain. And at least have a way to cut the chain.
This is the way.
Yes, a hope
This
hope
is
that
the way.
they will not go to quote unquote retirement age,
Right.
and look back and say, I gave my entire 40, 50 years of work.
Yeah.
Right.
For what?
Right. For a check that you can't even live off of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a very depressing thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A very depressing thought. And so
Yeah.
many people have gotten to that point.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a very short story from my life. The company that I worked for an insurance company for a hot second. Hated it. So that was my whole corporate America. I don't want that. But I worked for another retail company. And when I first came in, the woman who was there, she had her retirement party. And at that time, the company had, I forget what they call it, stock sharing. When she retired, they wrote her figures. They asked permission if they could write her figure on the blackboard in the conference room. And I remember everybody gasped because it was $250,000. That's what she retired with. But she had also been there since her early teens, okay? Worked for the same company.
Wow.
Today, you don't get that. You know, you will never see that kind of figure put on a board for anyone unless you're at the very upper echelons of corporate management. You may have some amazing returns from your work financially. But most people work for 30 or 40 or 50 years and retire with, as people say, a gold watch or some kind of funky pen.
That don't write.
And a thank you, and maybe a lunch, and that's disheartening. To get to that point and turn around and walk out the door with your little belongings and say, really? This is what I get? This is the return? And then still, like I just said, living from paycheck to paycheck, retirement check to retirement check, however that comes into you.
Yeah.
America, people are sick of it. I guess that's the whole thing. People are sick of that paradigm. They don't want it anymore.
Right.
They feel that their lives are more valuable and they want something in their life.
Right.
And that's what I love about what you presented. It gives people hope that they can have something more in their life than what they're told they're allowed to have. Because as you get towards retirement or come into retirement, suddenly the world is telling you, unless you're like really financially well off, they've set up a paradigm in which you're supposed to live.
Yeah.
With the information that you've given, people can break out of that paradigm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So again, before we wrap up, your company and how people can get in touch with you.
Yeah, so I'm at Corporate Countdown. So on Facebook, it's just simply Corporate Countdown. I have a Facebook group. I would love to have you ladies in there.
Yeah.
We're all in there just rolling up our sleeves. Some people are out of the 9 to 5. Most people are not out of the 9 to 5 and they're working on their courses or they're just trying to figure out what they can do. So Corporate Countdown is my group on Facebook. Also I have a Corporate Countdown Facebook page. And then on Instagram, I am at corporate_countdown. So you guys can, in any way, shape, or form, reach out to me. I can give you my email address as well, which is Angelic, ANGELIC, at corpcountdown.com. So CRPCOUNTDOWN.com. So Angelic at corpcountdown.com. But yeah, reach out to me in any shape or form. I am always a resource. Even if you don't want to do online courses, I still would love to speak with you about other things that go on and online. And I can, I wouldn't be able to help you. That's not my expertise, but I can actually find other people who can help you out. If you have a product or something like that, just reach out to me because the whole mission is for you to get out of the 9 to 5, whatever way you can do that.
Right. Right. It's like, and you fought your way out. You're a perfect example. You know, that means anybody can do it.
Yeah. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Honestly, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So, and honestly, I'm here to help. So you got me.
There you go.
Thank you, Angelique, so much.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a true pleasure, you guys. Thank you so much for having me and for being such energetic people to talk to. I really appreciate you guys. And I want to say, keep it up. Keep up the good work. Keep encouraging people. Keep pushing people, because that's our purpose. We that should be what our legacy should be. So I'm with you guys in any capacity I can be in.
All right, Angelique. Mwah.
All right, you guys.
Much love.
I'll see you guys soon. I'm gonna see you in some capacity.
Oh yeah, okay. it's on now.
Okay, let's go. All right, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Word on the street says there's something new at Just Minding My Business Media. You've heard our podcast, Just Minding My Business Radio, that brings news and views you can use. That airs every Thursday at 6 p.m. on iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, and Spreaker. Well, now you can watch Just Minding My Business. That's right, Just Minding My Business Media now has a TV presence on Raven International TV Network, broadcast on Roku, Fire, and Apple TV. Your business, through Just Minding My Business Media, has exposure on internet radio, major social media platforms, and now TV, through Just Minding My Business dynamic digital marketing platform. Don't listen to the word on the street. Hear it for yourself. Visit jmb.assistercircle.org to learn how you can take your business, your vision, to the next level. Thank you to the amazing women of A Sister Circle Empowerment Network, ASCEN LLC, and our media partners. Let Just Minding My Business Media promote your business. For information, visit us at jmb.assistercircle.org. That's jmb.assistercircle.org. Voiceovers by RCH VoiceWorks, for when you want to be heard. Call 443-620-4115.
Thank you for tuning in to Just Minding My Business Radio. I'm your host, Ida Crawford.
And I'm your co-host, Ruth Haskins.
We hope you enjoyed the show and appreciate you stopping by. Many blessings to you and yours.